Oh, I'm done. So I finished just in time for Father's Day. That was my goal. And at the end, stay tuned and I'll give it to my dad and see what he thinks. So in the meantime, keep watching to see how I did it. Okay, we're gonna do a nice, easy one here. And this one was fun. This is a nice, easy brain break. Hey, it's for 14 plus. We can do this, especially after the little tricky magic house that we just did. So we'll just open this up. And our standard Rolife, we like Rolife. And I will admit, when I opened this book, it was super thick, but at least my book, it's in 5 different languages. So there's a page for each language on each page. So it made it 5 times thicker, but it wasn't that bad at all. In fact, I think I did this, honestly, in 2 days. So it wasn't that bad at all. Nice, easy one. You always know when you're going to have a nice, easy time when everything's already all pre-printed. You got stickers. And cool thing is, if you've ever done like car models or anything like that, it's stickers like that. Yeah. So it's very car oriented. And I thought this would be perfect for my dad. And by the way, stay tuned till the very end because he does make a guest appearance. So you got to watch that. This kit does not have glue. It has the double-sided sticky tape. I've come across this a couple times, and it's very easy to work with. I did honestly use some glue here and there that needed a little bit more reinforcement. There's only one light, and so great beginner kit. If you never done a kit before, this was one of the top easy beginner kits. Well, how we usually start is the first page, which is this one. You know it's going to be a nice one when it starts with the actual framework. Usually the framework is last on the more difficult ones. You're building all the parts and pieces first. But this one, we're going to build the framework. So first, we're going to put this piece of plastic in our window. And remember to remove the film. They do have that clear film. Take it off. I do forget it every once in a while. Once you have that, it just kind of snaps into this wall. Match the shapes. And if it is loose, mine weren't too bad. They were pretty tight. But if it does feel loose on you, by all means, either use your double sticky tape they provide. They provide more than enough. I have extras from past kits for days. But you can also put a little dollop of white glue in there if you're not confident that it's going to stay in there. And then you're going to take this wallpaper. There's only a couple walls that you actually put paper on. There's a slightly longer side, which is this front one, so it'll cover up that little notch there. And then the other side is slightly shorter, so that it leaves the notch open. As long as you have that white line along the top, you got it the right direction. Sometimes taking these pieces are a little tricky, and oh my goodness, this one is all labeled. We love how our parts are labeled. But they're nicely labeled, and make sure your little hole here, that's for your wires. They want it in a very specific place because when you string your wire, it's going to end up in this little hole here where your power source is going to go. Mine was nice and tight, but again, if it's loose, by all means, glue it. And there's just a couple little picture frames here. There's a couple, I decided to do it the way they wanted it, was with the double sticky tape. You kind of have to smush it around so that the tape doesn't show, especially on the round ones. You know, you can't put a straight line on a round curve. Well, you can, you just have to smush it. Just stick it on there, or you can glue it. And this is the other side of the corner. The door doesn't open, it's just a picture. Just make sure your little notches are in the right direction and all will go well. And now let's connect the two. And mine were very, very tight, so you're gonna get some grip power squishing these together. Ask for help if you have to. I've done it. If you're going to have a car garage, you have to have the black and white checkered floor, right? And we just put it right in the slot into the notch. It should fit. Okay, now we have this little paper that goes in the corner. It covers that brown wood in the corner, and you just line up where that hole is. It'll make sense. And just either stick it on or glue it on, whatever you're comfortable with. I don't mind the double sticky tape. It's actually pretty easy to use. And it's always something that I can find. And sometimes the glue is a little, well, for me, I'm a very sloppy gluer. Sometimes this is kind of nice and neat. Or you can use, somebody suggested a glue stick. Works great too. And we'll put that little window on there. Just gets really strong fingers. There we go. It's starting to look like something. This one is very satisfying to do because it's like boom, 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 you're done. Like, haha, I made this. And then you just kind of slide this in. You're going to notice if they have little, they kind of look like the bottom of a triangle. So you're going to have to slide it in from the side. You can't jam it in from the top. Alright, we only have one light in this whole project, so it's nice and easy. If you've never done lighting before, this is a great way to start. You can do it. There was a first time for me too, and I've gone gung-ho on lighting ever since. So once you learn the techniques, you'll start adding it into your projects everywhere. I promise. It's addicting. So pretty straightforward. First off, you have this little tiny light, and you're gonna twist it up. This just makes your life easier, and just leave about 3 inches or so at the end so that you have something to work with to attach it to your power source. And then you're just going to string your lamp lid. I forgot what it was called. That thing. Right there. Looks like a Lego piece. Kinda, sorta. And then you're gonna put the top piece on. Now, I did glue these two together. It was a little too loose for me, but I glued these little guys together just so it's a little more sturdy. I thought it was too floppy. Once my glue is a little bit dry there, you're just gonna attach it to the crossbeam. Make sure your beam is going the right direction. So there's one side that has little teeny holes you'll see on the right side there. So make sure you got things facing the right way. I have on like the bakery and things like that, I've done it backwards and had to take it all apart. It's not fun. So just pay attention to the placement. The pictures do tell you the right way. These are nice, clear instructions on this one. And then you're just going to string it through. So you're going to string it through the first little loop. It's like you're sewing. And then you're going to go back to the second hole. Always try your very best to do it exactly how they say, because it does have a reason for how they, especially with wiring, they want you to end up in the right spot at the end. Now we're going to put this little arm on here, and I'm debating, So I thought before I attach it, I could just attach it, but it's really floppy. So I think I'm going to try stringing it first and then attaching it on. And I did end up gluing it. Yeah, I found stringing this wire through first before attaching it to the little crossbeam was a little bit easier. So I can do that, and then I can kind of hold it in place and then make this nice and tight. Should look something like that. There we go. And this is the back side of the beam, by the way. So you won't see a lot of that. And they have this little flag that they want you to hang there. Partially probably to hide the wire. So I decided I was going to stick it on now, but I thought it would be a little too fiddly is the word, to do it, to attach it and then try to attach it to the walls. So I decided to do it after I attached the beam to the walls. Alright, if all goes well, everything should line up for us. And that hole up there at the end of the little poke out section, that should line up with our wiring here. It's a nice tight fit, at least it was for me. So do it take your time, and then let's string this through first. There we go. And then attach it. And the reason for that hole was so that that could come out there. And that's where we'll put our battery pack. And we'll go ahead and attach that little banner there. Yeah, I thought it would be just, if it was attached, I would have been bending that all over the place. So we'll do it now. Alright, there's a little sign that goes up above the light there, so you're going to attach those two little bitty things there, right there. And then you're going to attach this right on top of those, so it sticks out a little bit. And to finish off our corner, just have a little lid for the column there. And add our sign, garage, in case you didn't know. And we have to, put up all the signs of all our car things. If you've ever been in a garage, this is pretty legit. Anytime you get an advertisement for, the oil and the parts and pieces and things, just stick it on the wall. Okay, now we're going to wire it up to our power source. This is not intimidating at all. You just take the little leads off there so you expose your wires, and you match the yellow to the red and the white to the black. Now I use this, they're little shrink tubes. I get a whole pack of them for about $10. I use the smallest little tube there. You can use them for all sorts of things. I just cut a little piece off, put it on my wires before I attach them. I find it easier for me than tape. You can use the tape that they have, but I prefer this. I think it's just a lot neater. And I find, at least for me, the tape kind of falls off after a while. So you just stick it on, twist your wires together, test it before you officially seal it all up. I always double, triple check it. Just twist the two together. Now here you could either tape it, or like I do, I just put my little shrink tubes on there, line it up. I always double check before I seal it up. It works, okay. And then I just, if you're using these, just hit it with my heat gun or a hair dryer, and they shrink up and tighten up around the wires. Pretty cool. I recommend these little guys. Just get you a box from, you know, your hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, and you'll use them forever. And there you go. You got a light. See, that wasn't so bad. Ta-da! It's a really bright light, too. We have a few cabinets to make because we have to store all our tools and wires and bits and bobs. So, this one, it looks terrible, doesn't it? It's okay. We're just making a bunch of little drawers. We've made boxes before. We can do this. So we're just going to attach the two sides. Just the only thing is, you know, I tried to make the lettering, their labels, which are fantastic, but I just try to angle it or put it in where it won't be seen. So don't put the words on the outside. I mean, you could. It's just a different aesthetic. Once you get one box done, you just have to make two more. A total of 3 little teeny boxes. And then lastly, you had to make the little cabinet that these drawers go into. It's basically the same thing as the teeny tiny boxes. It's just missing a side. So you're just going to do the back and then the two little sides and then the top. On all of these little drawers and boxes, they were very tight. So, yeah, you're going to get some strong fingers. We'll go ahead and put the little drawers in. Yep, they do open. I do like that all the labels and teeny tiny things are stickers, and we don't have to cut them out. I've done other kits where these are teeny and you have to cut them out and you have to glue them, so it's a little tricky. This is nice. You just gotta stick them on. We have a couple little trays. There's a kind of an off-white one and then a nice little green, mossy green color one. And they're both made exactly the same way. So you're gonna have a bottom, you're gonna put the hole in the slot, and they do fit nice and tight. If yours are loose, glue them, because nothing frustrating than putting this all together and you put it down and it all just falls apart. But these, I felt, were pretty darn tight. And there's the two trays. And then we also have to put our little stickers on, because we gotta know what's in them, right? One chair in here with a cute little hammer. So we'll go ahead and put the two sides on there. when I put this side on, the little, oop, it broke off. Oopsies. No biggie. We have a hammer, right? And some glue. There we go. We'll fix it. And then lastly, you just put the back on the chair. And we'll just leave the hammer on the seat there. Then we know where to find it. Alright, we got a nice big storage rack here. So we're just going to put the little shelves in. The top shelf has a little hook that we're going to hang some wiring and things off of. So we got to do that first. All the shelves are the same size, so it doesn't matter where they go, except for the very first one, the one with the little hook. So that goes on the top, and they just kind of snap in. Go. Got a cute little red shelf. Make sure they're snapped in tight. And of course, we have to put labels on. We gotta know what's on the shelf, or what should be on the shelf, right? I need to organize my craft room as well as this one. Hey, we got another box. This one's just like a crate. Just a crate, you know, like you get a box full of engine parts via shipping Amazon or something. And you just put the 4 sides on, just like all the other drawers and trays that we just did. And I did end up gluing a little bit on this one. For some reason, it was a loose one. Everything else, I think the painted ones were a lot tighter, but the ones that are just raw wood just seem to be a tad loose. And surprisingly, there's no fragile signs or anything on it, so it's just like that. I have another cabinet. This is a nice black drawer cabinet. So you're going to build a bunch of drawers. Now, remember the teeny tiny drawers? The same thing, just they're going to be a little bit wider and deeper. The other difference is they also have a different color front. So these have the black wood, painted wood will be on the front. And there is a line on there. That's kind of where you're going to put your labels. So that'll go to the front of each of your drawers. And you're going to do 3 of those. Very nice. It's like baby IKEA furniture. It's actually exactly like building the IKEA furniture, just without an Allen wrench, right? So we're gonna build the actual dresser, not a dresser, well, it's kind of a dresser, cabinet, and you're just gonna make sure which end goes which way. I do study these quite a bit to make sure I do it the right direction. And even after then, I still do it wrong sometimes. put the top on. Yeah, see, the painted pieces fit nice and tight. I think it just gives it that just a tiny smidgen of a millimeter of grip, I guess. And then you're going to put a backing on it. Let's put the drawers in. Very nice. They fit in so nicely. And of course, we have to label them. We have to know what's in the drawers. Don't tell me what these things are. I don't know. I feel like they're people's names. So it's, you know, the workers' stuff. Maybe you'll know. Let me know in the comments. Every garage needs a ladder, so let's build one. It's pretty straightforward. There's only really a couple pieces to this. First thing, we're gonna stick on the very top step. So you're gonna put some of your double sticky, or you can use glue, whichever you're comfortable with, and put the yellow top platform on there. Then you're going to build the other side of your A-frame, and it's just the two sides with, make sure you got it the right direction, and put those together. And then we put it all together. You kind of have to squish it together flat first, and then sideways. It's a little tricky. Just take your time. It works, I promise. You have to kind of have it flat and then open it. This is a nice garage. It has lots and lots and lots of storage. So you have to have a toolbox. It's a requirement. So let's build one. It's basically a box with a little handle on the side. So if you know how to make a box, you can make this. You just kind of have to organize your pieces a little bit. And this is your front, so it's kind of faux drawers. This one doesn't have real drawers. It's perfectly fine because, you know, we know how to do those. So we'll just stick those out, and then we'll put the backing on. And you see the little, I'm a little teapot thing, the little handle on the side. Just make sure the front and the back, those line up, because there's going to be a bar that goes there. It's kind of like a push cart. And then you're going to put your little handle here, right there. So you can push it around the garage. And you can't push them around just yet until you build your little wheels. So they're two little pieces, and you're basically going to put the little wheel into the little silver holster. It's tiny, and they do snap together. Just think Legos. Just boop, there you go. And you're going to do 4 of those. And they just snap into the bottom of the drawer. Or the cart. And of course, what do we do with all our cabinets? Put stickers all over them. So let's do it. I do like putting these stickers on. It's really nice not having to actually physically cut out each piece and put glue on. Just put a nice sticker on it. There we go. Ta-da! Very cute. Turbo wheels. Got another cabinet. This one's a nice mossy green color, hunter green. And this one's got doors. So a little different, but still we're building a box. A box with legs this time. Now before you put the top piece on, you're going to want to put these doors. So see how they have holes for the handles? And then there's holes there for the doors. So make sure those holes and the door handles, they all line up. I promise you, once you put it in the top, it all locks into place. So it's kind of like a juggling act a little bit at first. And probably the only thing I would do different next time is I'd probably put these little handles on first before putting it on here. Because it's got a little give when you put it in there. Luckily there's a middle shelf in there that kind of holds off. But if you didn't have that middle shelf, it would have folded right in. And they just snap in. We got stickers. Of course we do. This one has one sticker that's a little different. Now this one's normal, but the one right here on the top, it splits in two. So half goes on one side, one door, and one goes on the other. That's the only tricky part. Okay, we're going to do one cabinet with a door on the side, and this is going to be probably, if there's a difficult thing of the whole project, this is it. So take your time. This one's a little tricky. Read your directions. Take a deep breath, and here we go. This one's different, but it's the same concept. So what you're going to do is you're going to just do the fronts of all your little drawers, and then you're going to slide them through this funky little piece here. So put them all the way through, and there's a stopper on each of the drawers. And then once you slide them through, you're going to put the back ends of the drawers on so that they don't fall off. So this one's a little bit fiddly. And you just make sure you got the right direction going. All right, once you get all your drawers into that funky little piece that's holding them all together, now you're going to put the sides on. This one, if you have to, take a time out because it can be a little frustrating. Those slots on the side, they have a purpose. So you know the little things that stick out on the side of your drawers, each one goes into one of those slots. So you're not only putting it together, you're also lining up the drawers with each one of those slots. So like I said, if you have to do one side, walk away for a minute, do the other side, by all means. Because this one, yeah, it's tricky. Once you get those finally locked in, and I'm holding it with my hand, then you're going to put the backing on. That'll seal the deal here. And then it does stick out a little bit on one side, you're going to notice. You're going to put this little teeny tiny piece in here. This is for the door, so it doesn't go all the way in. A door stopper, I guess. These only fit one way, so I'm looking at this. They both have holes, but look, they have different little notches. So they will only fit in a certain spot. So this one goes right here. And then we're going to put the side on. This time I decided to put the door handle on first because I don't want to fiddle it once it's on there. Put the door in the hole in the bottom, kind of hold it there with your hand, and then put the top piece on. Another juggling act. And of course, we're going to have stickers. Of course. That's like the finishing touch when you know you're done. Sticker. Okay, now we're going to go into smaller things. We're going to just make a little handheld toolbox, an old school one. So this has got, we're back to making boxes. There's going to be a bottom, the two sides, and then the front and the back. The only difference on this one is there's a little handle on there, so before you get too far, you could do it after. It's pretty loose in there. You're just going to put the handle in there and put all the sides on. I'm going to put the sticker on the front and our tools inside. I didn't really glue them in there, but you can certainly glue them in if you're worried that they're going to fall out. Alright, we got a little bitty wall rack here. And this is going to hold a couple tires. And it's just going to hang on the wall. Pretty straightforward. And you gotta put your tools somewhere, so you have to have a pegboard. It's required. I even have a pegboard. I hang all sorts of things off of it. So there's a couple little pieces that go on the back that just kind of keeps it away from the wall. And you have a few of these little teeny tiny rivets that stick in the holes. Honestly, you can put the tools however you want on this thing. So I did the first two exactly how they had it on the grid there. And then I decided, and then there was a bunch of extra little rivets, probably because they thought that we would lose them. You could very easily do that. But I used it here and there where it made sense that there would be a little nail there to hang your wrench off, for example, and things like that. Go. And I did double sticky tape all of these pieces so they don't fall all over the place. Ta-da. You have a little caution sign because you need one when you have oil and water and all sorts of things on the floor. You gotta warn people, don't fall. And there's just a little piece in the middle, and you're going to make a teeny tiny little A-frame. We're in the little accessories section of our project. So these are just supposed to be wheel rims, and it's just literally 2 circles stuck together. We only have 2 boxes, surprisingly. So we got 2 little paper boxes that we're just gonna fold up. And I did use the sticky tape to seal some of the lids. They kind of flopped a little bit. And we have to read things about cars, right? So we just got random little leaflets and newspapers and things, and you're just gonna fold them in different ways. And I just stuck it with the tape. I was actually surprised there wasn't more jars and things. There's just one. So we're just gonna put the lid on it and put a label on it. And it's just a sticker. Easy peasy. We have a watering can. Go figure, because we have 1 plant. And we are going to take really good care of it with this watering can. Which, of course, we put a racing sticker on. Hey, it's a garage watering can. Here's our plant. This is the one that we can take care of. It's just cut the plant down a little bit, or don't. I mean, you could do this however you want, to be honest, because it just sticks in the back corner. So you could go pretty tall if you wanted to. And then put the parts together. Alright. Let's put our stuff on our cabinets. Gotta fill up the shelf. And the only thing we really didn't make was the coil of wire. And it's just putting some of their little copper wire into the yellow tubing and twist it up. Let's organize our tools. We'll put it all here. Don't forget your oil cans. Just putting some stickers and a lid on them. Oh yeah, we need some sparkle water. A few things on our pretty little drawer. And now let's officially put it in the garage. And there you go. You got the cutest little garage ever. There's a lot of stuff in it. But very doable. This is a nice kit to do. Very satisfying. But wait, I did end up giving this to my dad. So let's see what he thinks about it. flash you something. I made it specially for you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's the tool thing you were talking about.
Oh, that is really cool. I like it.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, it's got a lot of detail. I figured you were working on something today.
Man, that's cool.
Come on in.
I'm in.
No, you're not.
What? Oh, I'm in now?
Have a seat.
Okay. I got. Oh. What do you want me to say?
What do you think about your new garage?
It's kind of cluttered.
Yeah, well, I did what I could.
It's needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It's not in the best of shape, but it can be better, I guess.
There's not much to it. But you got a tool board. You got a toolbox here. You got tires.
I don't need tires. I need saws and hammers and.
I got that. It's up there.
Oh well.
And a hammer.
At least a little teeny weeny hammer.
Yeah.
Maybe I can do. I don't know what I can do with
You're
that.
supposed to fix cars in here.
No, I can fix a shoe with this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you much.
And all you guys, happy Father's Day. Maybe you'll be as lucky to get a garage too.
One that's not cluttered.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Goodbye. You have a good day now.
I have lots of footage to use.
Did you get enough?
Yeah.
Like I said, I needed a script.
Oh, I always wing it.